hungry caterpillar. Character in the story: just a caterpillar. Difficult word and their meaning: cocoon, a shell made up of silk thread by caterpillar. Good morning, my lovely children. How are you all doing today? Bored? Come on, let's listen to a story. Today I will tell you story of a hungry caterpillar. Can you see a caterpillar? Yes. So come on, let's listen to a story. So once there was a hungry caterpillar. Children, what do we do when we are hungry? We eat food. He ate an apple on Monday. He ate 2 pears on Tuesday. He ate 3 oranges on Wednesday. He ate 4 mangoes on Thursday. He ate 5 cherries on Friday. He ate 6 strawberries on Saturday. He was still hungry. He ate some cupcakes, chocolates, candies, pizzas, and burgers on Sunday. He was now full. All this eating made him sleepy. He went off to sleep in a cocoon. Children, do you know what is a cocoon? So caterpillars don't have a bed like us. When they go off to sleep, they make a shell out of silk threads for themselves and they sleep in a cocoon. He woke up on Monday. Wow! He changed into a beautiful butterfly. Children, today we will learn about punctuation marks. I have made a read-along storybook for you all. Today we will learn about various punctuation marks like a question mark, comma, an exclamation mark, and a full stop through the story of the hungry caterpillar. Come on, read along with me. Once there was a hungry caterpillar. Children, always remember, when we write a sentence, it always starts with a capital letter. And we need to finish the sentence. It's a plain sentence, so we will put a full stop over here. If we don't put a full stop, the sentence is incomplete. What do we do when we are hungry? So can you see? It's a question. They are asking, what do we do when we are hungry? So whenever we ask a question, we use words like what, how, which, when, and if it's a question, we can't put a full stop over here. We will have to put a question mark. Come on, let's put a question mark over here. We eat food. So can you see, we are again starting the sentence with a capital W and we will have to put a full stop to complete this sentence. Come on. Now let's go to next page. He ate an apple on Monday. So now can you see? We are starting the sentence with capital letter, capital H, and we will have to end the statement, end the sentence with a full stop. It's a sentence. They're not asking any question. So we will have to put a full stop. Now let's go to next page. He ate 2 pears on Tuesday. Again, we are starting the sentence with a capital H and we will put a full stop because it is a statement. There is no question. So we will end the sentence with a full stop. Let's go to next page. He ate 3 oranges on Wednesday. Can you see again? Yes, we are starting with capital H and it's a statement. There is no question and we are putting a full stop over here. Now let's go to next page. He ate 4 mangoes on Thursday. Can you tell me what should I put over here? Yes, you guessed it right. It's a full stop because it's a sentence, it's a statement. There is no question over here. Nobody is asking a question. Let's go to next page. He ate 5 cherries on Friday. Again, we are starting the sentence with a capital H and we are ending the sentence with a full stop because it is a statement. There is no question. Let's move to next page. He ate 6 strawberries on Saturday. So what should I put? I will put a full stop in the end. He was still hungry. Again, it's a sentence, it's a statement. There is no question and I'll put a full stop. Let's move to next page. He ate some cupcakes, chocolates, candies, pizzas and burgers on Sunday. Children, now I will teach you how to put a comma. Children, always remember whenever there is a list of things. Can you see a list of things over here? Cupcakes, chocolates, candies, pizzas, burgers. Whenever there is a list, we put a comma after each item. Like I'll put a comma over here after cupcakes, a comma after chocolates, a comma after candies, and we always put and before the last item in the list. And we will end the sentence with a full stop. Now let's move to next page. He was now full. So what should I put in the end of this statement? I'll put a full stop. All this eating made him sleepy. Again, it's a statement. There is no question. There is no list of items over here. So I will put a full stop. Come on. Now let's see what we will do next. He went off to sleep in a cocoon. Remember, I told you what a cocoon means? It's a sentence. There is no question. There are no list of items. So we will put a full stop. Okay, let's move to next page. He woke up on Monday. Let's put a full stop. It's a simple statement. There is no question. There are no list of items. And wow! He changed into a beautiful butterfly. Children, now I will teach you how to use an exclamation mark. Remember, whenever we are excited, there is an excitement and we use words like wow, voila, hooray, yay. There is an excitement, we are high on emotions. What do we use? We put an exclamation mark. Look, I'll put an exclamation mark over here after wow, and I'll put an exclamation mark after butterfly too. How do we say? Wow! He changed into a beautiful butterfly. So did you see how we use an exclamation mark? Okay, I hope you all enjoyed reading along this story with me. And did you learn how to use punctuation marks? Okay, now I have a task for you. You will have to create an innovative storybook for me, and you will use various punctuation marks appropriately and send the picture of your storybooks to your class teachers. Till then, bye bye.